he would tackle right off the bat if he wins on Tuesday. Here is part of their one-on-one.
Let's talk about if you're elected president, you have to make major decisions and you have to make them right away. Right. Priorities are going to be critical. I'm going to give you 5 issues. You tell me which one of these 5 would be your top priority after you're inaugurated on January 20th if you're inaugurated. Healthcare reform, right. Energy independence, a new tax code, including tax cuts for the middle class, education spending, or comprehensive immigration reform.
Well,
top priority.
Top priorities may not be any of those 5. It may be continuing to stabilize the financial system. We don't know yet what's going to happen in January. And none of this can be accomplished if we continue to see a potential meltdown in the banking system or the financial system. So that's priority number 1, making sure that the plumbing works in our capitalist system. Priority number 2 of the list that you have put forward, I think, has to be energy independence. We have to seize this moment because it's not just an energy independence issue, it's also a national security issue, and it's a jobs issue. And we can create 5 million new green energy jobs with a serious program. Priority number 3 would be health care reform. I think the time is right to do it. Priority number 4 is making sure that we have tax cuts for the middle class and it's part of a broader tax reform effort. Priority number 5, I think, would be making sure that we have an education system that works for all children. One thing I want to make a point of, though, the tax cut that I talked about may be part of my priority number 1 because I think that's going to be part of stabilizing the economy as a whole. I think we are going to need a second stimulus. One of my commitments is to make sure that that stimulus includes a tax cut for 95% of working Americans. That may be the first bill that I introduce.
We have one more question from a viewer, Derek Neuner of St. Louis.
I know you've pledged to have a bipartisan administration, but I was wondering